Dozens of witnesses are expected to be called to give evidence in a court hearing into the collapse of two major Queensland construction companies. The two businesses folded in the past 2 years, leaving tens of millions of dollars in debts to hundreds of creditors. Josh Bavis has this exclusive story.
Hayden Quaife says his roofing business was shaken to the core when Cullen Group suddenly collapsed. It was just a few weeks from Christmas 2016.
It's not fun when you hear that, when you lose so much money.
He was owed $250,000 for work done on the Boheme apartment complex on the Gold Coast, and it had the potential to wipe him out.
I was worried that could have happened, but luckily we just got through it and moved on and kept working.
Those apartments were eventually finished, but in the collapse of Cullen Group, more than 500 creditors were left in the lurch with unpaid debts of about $18 million.
Money just like this just doesn't disappear. It goes somewhere.
The Queensland Building and Construction Commission has announced $300,000 so the liquidator can pursue the matter in the federal court. The action will examine the collapse of Cullen Group and separate company Queensland One Homes. They're considered the most significant collapses in the state in the past 2 years.
Every single dollar that's lost in the construction industry impacts a Queensland worker.
This public examination will allow the liquidator to determine whether or not there might be any criminal allegations that might warrant further investigation.
As part of the court action, the directors of both companies are likely to be questioned about how their companies failed. Those hearings are set to begin before the end of the year. But creditors like Hayden Quaife say they're still not holding out hope of ever seeing their money.
I've been through a lot of these in the past and I've never seen a cent back in a subbie's pocket, ever. It's all been chewed up by the administrators and solicitors.
More than 30 witnesses are expected to be called to give evidence about both failed companies. Josh Bavis, ABC News.